growing potatoes there's no secret to growing potatoes. You need a decent piece of land that drains reasonably well. And they've now brought a new potato fertiliser, which is very handy. Now, I don't dig big holes, I just dig a hole the size of my potato and plonk it in.
Right.
About every 18 inches apart. Put some potato food in with it. I don't water potatoes normally because they send the roots down, but if it's very, very dry at the beginning, you do need to give them a helping start and a bit of extra water. But it's not a necessity. But pick a type of potato that suits what you want. If you want to store them, pick one that stores well. If you know you've got lots of slugs and what have you, pick one that's quite slug resistant. You might not always taste what you want, but at least you're going to get some at the end. If you haven't got any, it doesn't matter what they taste like.
Yeah. I've noticed there's immense variability in the size of your potatoes.
Oh, yes.
I mean, one or two of these, they're belters, aren't they?
Yeah. It depends on a lot. Depends on the quality of the ground and the water and where the water is, whether you get lots of water or no drainage. And I have a few bad ones this time, but they've come where the drainage is not very good and they get waterlogged. They don't like being waterlogged up.
Right. And what's this particular variety that you're cleaning up?
I grow Valor. It's not the best potato, but it stores reasonably well. You get a few worm and slug holes in it, but not too many. You can do near enough anything with it. You can chips, bake, small potatoes, but the taste is not brilliant.
But it's a good all-rounder.
It's a good all-rounder, and at least you've got some potatoes at the end.
And you know, when I think about that expression about being a good all-rounder, I remember when I first came onto the site, you recommended that I grow a variety of tomatoes called Moneymaker.
Correct.
And I took your advice on board, and I found it to be a really reliable crop. And my only hesitancy about it was that it might not taste as well, but actually it wasn't that bad tasting at all. And it was a brilliant, like I say, a brilliant producer of tomatoes.
Yes. And if you wanted a cherry tomato, the best one for, again, that is a good average cropper and taster, is Garden's Delight.
Yeah, well, I'm going to disagree with you and say it's actually more than better than average tasting. I find it to be one of the best sweet sweet ones.
It is.
Sun Gold is excellent.
Is that the yellow one?
Yeah.
That's the one I've got, Sun Gold. It's a bit tarty sometimes. You can see Sun Gold. You can see that back window there.
Yeah. But back to the potatoes. So you're saying this variety, Valor.
Yeah, Valor.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Potatoes and tomatoes are the same plant.
Well, when you say that, I've seen some experimental messing around with plants where somebody, I think a famous seed company, has joined a tomato and a potato, and he's got a cross between a tomato and a potato, and I still find that weird.
It is weird, but they are the same family.
Yeah.
If you leave a potato long enough, you get tomatoes on the top of it, but they're not edible.
No, they're not. They're poisonous.
Yes.
Those are. So this is Valor.
Valor.
If Valor's not a seed potato that we can get a hold of, do you recommend any others that you've grown over the years, or that you know other people have done well with?
People say Charlotte.
Yeah.
Picasso, which is a derivative of Cara, which is a derivative of King Edward's.
Right.
They're quite good, Picasso.
King Edward potatoes.
Yeah, Picasso.
Right.
Which is Granddad's King Edward.
Right.
Dad's Cara, and the youngster's Picasso.
Well, there you go. a little bit of horticultural history there. What I would suggest is I've grown Charlotte potatoes, and I had a try at that a few years ago, and it wasn't so bad. But my ground was just too heavy, and maybe I just didn't work it well enough. Yeah. But maybe next year, now that I've cleared a bit more space, I'll have a go at it.
Yeah, a bit of horse muck in it the year before.
Right.
But whatever you do not put any lime anywhere near it.
Okay, that's a big no-no. There you go, you've heard it there, folks. Don't put lime anywhere near potatoes. That's detrimental to development.
And just the opposite for those. They like lime. Sprouts.
You're talking about sprouts there. Roger has a lovely and humorous tendency to waver and move from topic to topic, but I like that. It's endearing. But potatoes then, Valor. And if you can't get hold of Valor, maybe Charlotte.
Maybe Charlotte. It's an earlier crop Charlotte.
Right.
Or Picasso.
Okay. Great. Well, thanks for your insight again on growing potatoes.
Yes.